This is James with Gorilla Truck Box and Professional Cleaning Supply. Get a lot of questions about our Gorilla trucks and the differences in them. So I wanted to talk about that today. What is the difference between a Gorilla G1, a Gorilla G2, and a G3? I have before us the Gorilla G3 and the Gorilla G2. First of all, you'll notice the height difference is about 5 or 6 inches. And you also have a lower deck on the G3 that's on a Ford Transit compared to the G2 that's on a Chevy Cutaway. Little heavier duty truck, that's why it sets up a little higher. We do put hitches on those so you can pull trailers. So another distinct difference as you look at these trucks is the width of the truck. This truck is 7 feet wide, and this truck is an 8-foot wide truck. This one is more designed for carpet cleaners. This is more designed for restoration companies or a company that's doing multiple services. Maybe he's doing oriental rugs, because we got a door compartment here that you can slide in large oriental rugs up to 13 feet long, or you can store air movers and dehumidifiers in there. Let me open up the back door on this one. We have the Hydramaster CDS and cradle tank. With that, it gives you a full 7 foot of space here for more DUs and air movers, or maybe you want to carry a portable, maybe you want to carry a RX-20, maybe you want a CRB. You know, it's room for all that. And there are also compartments up above where you can store stuff up there as well. You'll notice the cutouts in these trucks, all the hole punches, square holes punched out in them. That's to let air heat flow into all compartments so when you're up north. Let's look at the other G3 over here. You'll see a very similar setup, but not quite as large inside. I'm going to have him back this truck up now, and so we'll compare the two trucks each side of them. So we can start with the G2. This is a Chevy Cutaway. Open up all these doors for you. Another nice feature on this truck, or any of our trucks, is you can get electric locks. Every one of these doors, you can put an electrical actuator in it, push one button, and lock all the doors with just a click of a button. So this is designed to hold your new Hydramaster dehumidifiers. 3 of them will fit here, and you can put up to 42 air movers in these compartments from Phoenix Drymax or AirMax air movers. And you got another compartment down below. And another thing you can do, if you want to get the shelf out of your way, it's got little bumpers here, so you can let this all the way down. Let's go over here and look at the G3. You notice there's no compartments on this side because this is not as wide a truck, so you've got your actual truck mount right behind here. But you do have 2 compartments here. You can do whatever you want with them. We have air movers in them and dehumidifiers in them, but obviously you can put whatever you want in there. There is a nice door here to put your RX-20, RX-20 tools, or maybe you carry a CRB or Cymex machine or any of that. You got easy access, and you got a compartment below. So now let's go on the opposite side. We'll look at what would be the street side or the passenger side. On this G3, you have as well as the G2, you have a nice compartment to put all your hand tools, long handle wands, tile cleaning tools. You have a place for your chemicals. chemicals are too deep, and you can put more chemicals up here. You can put a spotting kit. This shelf here adjusts up and down wherever you want it. And then you have a 6-foot wide door. And in this truck we have the Hydramaster CDS X drive. And this is the newest technology out there in direct drive systems. And this does not use a shaft driven, but this is electric. It has a, if you look in the front, there's nothing between the seats, because you actually have a generator that's mounted on the front of this truck. And you'll see, if you look here, there's 3 orange cables coming up the side. Those are the cables that goes into an electric motor, and that electric motor powers your blower and your pump on this machine. So what I thought I'd do is start this up for you and let you see how quiet it is. I need to shut these other doors real quick. So you can see how much quieter it is when we run it with the door open and we run it with the door shut. So let me start this up for you. Once you get up to the right voltage, then you just push the button and it will start on up. You can see how much more quieter it is. Of course, with a hose on it, it's going to be a lot more quieter, because your hose is, all that air you're hearing is the vacuum. So it's quite a bit quieter, and you can run your hoses out the bottom. So the nice thing, you can use this porthole here and here. And once you get your hoses in, you run them up through there and connect your vacuum up at the top here. And then you can pull this door down. You can push one button and lock all the doors, and you don't get all your stuff stolen while you're inside working. So makes it really a nice setup. Oh, and the Hydra Cradle, one thing nice about the Hydra Cradle, you do have a place for your Hydra Force sprayer already built into it. If you have to work on any of your pump parts, they're all right here on the front by removing four little bolts there. Your water hose reel, you reel that out. It's got a float inside here, so you can start filling your water tank and it won't overfill because it's got a shut off in it. Your pressure reel drops down out of your way, so you can grab your hose. You can pull out what you need. This is an electric reel, so you pull out what you need and connect it to your vacuum port. And when you're ready to roll it up, just click the old button and let it go. Real easy to use. All right, let's go over here and talk about the G2. It also has a door for your long handle tools. Now this one is a brand new truck. It's fixing to go out to a customer, so we don't have all the stuff in it yet. But you do have a place for your wands, and we customize that the way you want it. We have storage clips that hold your wands, hold your RX-20s, much like that other one down there, and your upholstery tools, whatever you want in there. And again, it has the same setup for your chemicals. They can all go too deep. And this one here has a Hydramaster CDS. Now you can put any kind of truck mount you want in these if you want to slide in. If your thing is a Pro Chem then we can set you up with a Pro-Chem machine. If you want a Sapphire machine, we can set you up with a Sapphire machine. There's a lot of options on equipment you can put in here. But I'm a big fan of the CDS clutch drive systems because of the low maintenance on these machines. And you see one thing different about this cradle tank over that one is this just has one reel on it. You can get the optional garden reel on it as well. One thing different about this, this one does have a shaft that runs off of a clutch that turns a shaft, and your blower and your pump is underneath that cowling there between the seats. So also we have the same thing set up here. You got a through the floor kit, so once you get your hoses pulled in, you feed them up through there and you connect up to 2 wands to this machine. Let me start this one up for you. You get pump clutch. So you can see it runs a lot quieter. Of course, it's even quieter when you put the hose on it, but makes a big difference. And now the beauty of it too is if you're in a high crime area, you ain't got to worry about people stealing your equipment out of the back because everything's locked up. You push one button, it locks all the doors. So also we have the G1 that we're bringing back, and the guys who are up north who wants 4-wheel drive will be happy to know that. So you can now get a Gorilla truck box with a box similar to this on a what they call a cab chassis, which is like think of a Ford pickup truck with a box like this on it. But it's going to be a bigger truck, about 2 foot longer. You can get it in a crew cab, you can get it in 4-wheel drive, you can get diesel. So a lot of options on that truck. We are taking orders for that truck now. We have 2 already being built, and it's available on 3 platforms: Chevy, Ford, or Dodge. Gas or diesel, 4-wheel drive, or crew cab. So a lot of choices. So this is James at Professional Cleaning Supply. Give us a call at 918-250-9000. Or Gorilla Truck Box. Go to GorillaTruckBox.com to see more information. Thank you.